Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a tapered end using decreases in peyote stitch, and this is flat odd count. I'm also going to show you how to attach a magnetic clasp. So this side is done. You see that nice tapering effect, and because it's odd count we have a definite center row, so we come to a nice even point. And what I'm using, at least in this pattern here, are Miyuki Delicas, size 11/0. My thread is a 4-pound FireLine, and my needle is a size 12 beading needle. Now this is the pattern, and this is a free pattern on Beadaholique.com. You can go ahead and look up this project, and we'll have the name of it in the description of this video so you can search for it. Now here is the other end. Now this was the start of my pattern. If you're familiar with doing peyote, you know that you have like just a flat edge here, and that's where you're going to be able to then finish it off and add your clasp. So I've added a new thread already into my beadwork, exiting this edge bead going towards the center. Now if you're not sure how to do that, we have a lot of videos. Well, we actually have a specific video on Beadaholique.com showing you how to add more thread to your bead weaving. You can also have planned ahead and started with a tail that's about 3 feet long, and it's more thread than you're going to need, but it's always nice to have more than too little at the beginning of your project as well. So exiting this edge bead, going inwards, this is an up bead in your peyote. We're going to now add another metallic bead because we do want to create this nice diamond effect. So what's nice is because we exited an edge up bead, the first bead that we just added is actually a natural taper. So that's nice. Did it all on its own for us. So I'm just going to work across to the other side now. Okay, so now we need another metallic. So there's our taper on the other side, but our thread is not positioned where we'd want it. If we were going to continue and not taper, what we would do is we would add another bead and it would sit right here, but that gets rid of our tapering effect. So we're going to go down a bead, and we're going to go through it and through the next bead. So at a diagonal going upwards. And pull. Now we're going to jump down and go through 2 beads here as well, and a diagonal going this way, so we exit the second one down from the top here. So when you're doing decreases in peyote and creating this tapering effect, it's all about getting your thread and needle in the right position, and that's what we just did. So it almost felt like a little X, a little crisscross. Now we're going to go up through both our edge beads, and we're going to add another one. And you can just start to see that nice stepping up tapering effect. And then we're going to work all the way across to get to the other side. Okay, we want another metallic one. And in this case, we can just go through the bead next to it. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we don't have to go all the way to the edge. We can stop wherever we want to stop relative to where we are in this process. So we're going to go down a bead. And then remember, go up. So there you're going through 2. So we're going to go down and up through those 2. And pull. Just kind of help your thread along if you need to. Now we're going to go down a bead. So we're just doing the same thing we did on the other side, just in reverse, and not going all the way to the edge. Here we go. So we're going up through those 2. Maybe in reverse is not the right word, just on the other side. Okay, and now we're going to go up through both of those beads that are creating that nice tapering effect. And now we're ready to add another one. So hopefully it's starting to make a little bit of sense. It's really all about just positioning your needle and thread the way it needs to be accordingly to where you want to add another bead. Let's work our way across. And we need another metallic. All right. So now we're going to go down through the bead below it, and again add a little diagonal, so we're going up through 2. Step down a bead, and then go up through 2. And now go through these 2 topper ones again. And now we're positioned where we want to be to add another one of our nice tapering edge beads. We're adding another one. Same process. So we're just going to step down a bead and go up through 2. Step down a bead, go up through 2, and then go through your 2 top beads. And we're almost there. We're getting there. So we need another metallic. And another metallic. We're really close. And the same process. Oops. So step down a bead, go up through 2, step down a bead, go up through 2, now go through these 2 top edge beads, and we're ready for our final bead. Now, in this case, because it is our final bead, it's our point, and we are actually done with this. We have no more to add. And for this particular technique I'm going to teach you here, we're just going to put a jump ring through this one. So we can finish this off and tie it off however we want. And what I want to do is I just want to run my needle and thread all the way down through the edge and pull, and then weave in my tail. If you're not familiar with weaving in your tail with bead weaving, basically you're just retracing through old thread paths. You're not jumping over anywhere, so I wouldn't just suddenly jump into this bead. I want to go to beads which are next to each other, and I want to zigzag a little bit too, so that my thread is always hidden. And you can do this for quite a while if you want. I like to tie little knots, so I like to be able to just try to sneak under a little thread bridge. Tie a knot and pull it down, and then go through some more beads so that my knot just disappears into the center of a bead. And you can do that several times, whatever you like, until you feel secure. And if you then go back here, you're going to see that this guy is not going anywhere. I'm really tugging on him here. So he is nice and well placed, and I'm just going to trim my thread. And now we're going to add our magnetic clasp and our jump ring. So to do that, we've got 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, and we're going to grip our open jump ring so that the slit is up top. Just going to grip it on either side, And we're going to thread it through that top bead, just like so. Nice and neat and tidy. I really like this technique. I often use it if I'm making jewelry for myself, especially if I'm perhaps connecting like an earring hook or something. I have a little jump ring attached to a top pinnacle bead, and it's actually just snaking through it, and then I attach my earring hook. I like this technique. So there we go. We've got it attached. We have a tapered end. I want to show you what this looks like. So I think it's a really fun way to finish some peyote, especially if you are doing odd count and you have that option where you're going to have a nice center bead. And it's just a nice finishing touch. And when you do add the jump ring through that end bead, you do get rid of any type of excess gap here because you're really able to keep everything nice and tight. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We do have many, many more on different bead weaving techniques, both on our YouTube channel, so please subscribe to that, or at beadaholique.com.